Hello, ladies and gentlemen, and welcome to Out There. So we have two guests for our topic, which is based around racism in, our uni that we went to, which is Kingston Uni. But we will go in more detail about our experiences. But guys, introduce your names.
Hi, everyone. My name is Nakie, and I'm based. Well, I went to Kingston University, obviously.
Yeah. What did you do as in course?
I studied dance and drama, but I majored in drama in my third year.
Go on, introduce your name.
Hello, I'm Shakira. Went to Kingston University and I studied dance. Was that full field?
Yeah. To me, it's just dance and just dance and drama, boy. Like fulfilled or no fulfilled. So, someone throw out. When did we all start?
2016, isn't it?
Yeah.
Yeah.
I was even sure. Shakira, did you start at the same time as us?
Yeah, I did. I just didn't finish.
Jump straight in. We're going to jump straight in with the first question, which is, do you think drama and dance, the courses, have a racism problem?
Yes.
Straight up, yes.
I would agree. And I'd only say that was because I think I was one of the people that actually went to the open day to see how everything was, because I'm definitely not one of those people who would just go, oh yeah, let me just go to the uni for going sake, because I just think, do you know what I mean? I just thought, okay, let me go to the open day. Went to the open day with my friends, and I actually liked it. I thought, okay, multicultural. I've seen Black people, I've seen Asian people. I thought, yeah, I can definitely, but I was wrong.
Shakira, do you wanna elaborate on yours?
Just to elaborate, I mean, on the dance course, I see where they've tried to diversify the course in terms of what they teach. So they were doing ballet and Odyssey and African and a few other things. I see where they've tried to diversify the course itself, but being there amongst the students, I definitely feel that there's like a hierarchy.
Mm-hmm.
So, some hierarchy going on amongst the students and the faculty as well. Dare I say?
Did you go to our open day?
No, but I went to an audition.
Okay, yeah, because
I went to an audition as well.
When you're already talented like that, you don't have to. Can't lie.
Oh, okay.
Oh my god. That wasn't the point. That was not the point.
What was your first impressions then when you went to the audition? Because I'm assuming you saw other people. Or did you?
I saw other people there, and like I said, I could see the diversity. There was let me not go into detail. The professors were different races. It wasn't just like all white professors or all one particular race of professor. I remember there was a student who taught us like a hip hop portion, so I'm sure you can guess what race he was for the hip hop. And the audition, the audition itself was alright. I was at a small audition. Certain comments that were made at the time went over my head because we weren't as aware now of like passive statements and stuff like that. But when I think back, I was like, but at the time,
just green tea, innit? You're just green tea and like, oh yeah, so happy to be here.
What about your? Oh, you said you didn't audition, but your first impression of the course?
I came to a I think it was an open day. I can't remember if it was. I know it was a Saturday, but there was only me and two other people, and then there were. I feel like I should mention her name because she ain't even there no more. She was there. there was a black guy, there was a white guy, and me. And there wasn't anything to really think of. Like, yeah, so there was two
Just
of us.
three of you.
Yeah, it was only three of us. We weren't even supposed. It was kind of just an open day where I was like, okay, well, you just kind of look around. But she'd done a workshop with us, which I was like, okay. I like the fact that you didn't have to do a workshop with us, but you did. So I was like, okay. And her workshop wasn't too dry. Her lessons though, when we eventually came to it, were dry. But that workshop, that workshop itself was, I was like, oh, okay, she's going out of her way. And then she was like to us that she does cultures and something. It was cultures and something for first year. So I was like, and she was obviously Polish. So forgive me if she's not Polish, but she's European.
I think she was.
Yeah, I think she was Polish, but she was. Yeah. So it was like, oh, okay, someone that is not British teaching us a bit about a thingy. I was like, okay, we'll see how it is. At least they actually do something to do with culture anyway. So I was like, nice. But whether or not that was a tactic to say for them to be like, oh yeah, well we do. I'm the teacher for cultures and la 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 la. But who knows, innit? Who knows? I'm gonna round it round. I'm assuming we all faced racism while we were in our courses, right? Which my next question, which is, did you face the racism from just students or just the lecturers, or do you think it was a collective?
First year, it was kind of just getting used to the environment and getting used to the courses, because obviously I did half and half.
Yeah.
So I can only had a bit of dance and a bit of drama. I think in dance, there was moments where I was like, I ain't really sure, because I didn't have a stable, not necessarily, like, I didn't have people I spoke to. And I felt like I was holding back a little bit, because I didn't want to speak. Maybe that's because I'm shy, but at the same time, I should feel comfortable to speak even if I'm shy.
Yes, yeah, that's correct.
And then in drama, I didn't speak at all. Like, not that I didn't speak like to voice my opinion on certain things, but I just didn't speak because I just felt like people would constantly push me away or just throw to the back, just be like, no, we don't really. Even if you did have an idea, like all the time I'd have these great ideas, but I just wouldn't say them because people are just going to be like, and then they'll talk about something else.
I hear you. So would you say it was mainly from the students?
Yeah, as first year, judging my first year, yeah.
And then second and third?
Second and third was both.
Okay.
Yeah, because I heard some drama tea about the... Anyways, we'll get into that. I'm kind of similar to what Nakie said. I feel like in drama and dance, it's very cliquey anyways. So a lot of the racism, and I get really finicky about even calling it racism, because to this day, I'm thinking like, was it a character? Like, did people just not like me? Was I just a bitch? Yeah. Or was this actually something like more than that? And no one's ever going to admit to you that it is your race, if it is. So a lot of the time I was blaming myself. I was thinking, okay, maybe people just don't like me. Obviously, I started out first year with you guys. Yeah. Somehow I've made all these black friends. Like, I know every black person that did dance. And to this day, we still talk and stuff. But I found as well, like, when it comes to, pick a group, like, group up, last to be picked. I wouldn't even say last to be picked. A couple times I felt so pathetic. Like, nobody like wanted to be in a group with me, so much so that the professor had, like, the lecturer had to come and like pair up with me.
We're talking like that.
Yeah. And even, you know, yeah, you tend, like, maybe you would start to like struggle with things. I struggled a lot in uni. I stopped showing up. Yeah. It was mainly because I felt so excluded. I understand that there's only so much your lecturer can do for you. Maybe if I was somebody else, they would have gone out their way a little bit more. But having said that, there were like there is a lecturer in particular that tried. I was that tried, with me, but yeah, from the students mainly, from the professors, maybe like that passive kind of, but maybe more favoritism than racism. I think they just had their favorites, and if you weren't one of them, which who are you?
It's true.
That's interesting with that, because you always knew, like I always knew what lecturers preferred me to other lecturers. Knew that you instantly know that anyway, because you normally draw to them, or you can get away with a little bit more. But I think my one in first year, it would have been straight students. I didn't notice anything from the teacher, and to be fair, the lecturers that I had were very much culturally aware of themselves. Like whether they were white or black, they were very culturally aware of everything. Whether they were middle class from a working class family or above, I had lecturers that kind of had that knowledge up there. When we go to second and third year now, that's when the lecturers started creeping in. That's when I started to realize, because now I'm having new lecturers. So now the lecturers that I'm more involved with, they were the ones. It wasn't necessarily the ones that I already still had, but it came from the ones that I'm now getting more introduced with or having to interact with more. That's when I started to go, okay, so it's not just the students. But yeah, interesting to know. Well, I guess similar, we all had similar answers there.